Alright, so it's April 14, 1:30. I want to announce it's Eisenhower Day. Sunday's the Eisenhower Day, so I gotta steep away from the Upper East Side. And I'm scared him when I see him there. Cause he likes to follow people and kill them. Eisenhower's son. What's his first name? A to B, no, C to the Carlos, no. Carmelo, no. Cassandra, no. What's his name? Do we know? It's an Englishman, Spanish name. Carmelo. Carmelo Cruz se llama ese guy. They know that his name is Carmelo, no? He's telling me something, Carmelo Cruz. Anyway, let's start. There's a little humor to sorry here. And then the cross-dress on 14th Street. Cross-dressers, cross-dressers the most reliable and responsible people in our workforce. They don't work around the clock. They work around across the clock. Cross-dressers, they work across the clock. They're very responsible. El proceso no era de Ceci, era de Jesse, porque Jesse le jugaba la copita a Duty Garden porque la de Ceci era muy grande. Y después a mí se encontraba con Jesse. It wasn't Jesse for he used to pay him money just to bring him close so he could dress up. And it's a true story, the one that works for the Best Buy on 14th Street. He's a little ugly one with gray hair, little troll. Well, Jesse, this lady my mom says she hates, she used to steal my mom's clothes because he said that my mom's clothes for him, and now Ceci's clothes, a transgender person in Barn Island. Now you know the answer, you know. All right, so I was still talking about I'm gonna go look this up right now because we have a little bit of time to go through everything. Cause I got a PhD on this one yesterday. Do you see this is you guys ever seen the gallery the painting, what's it called, the Marcellus Coolidge painting about the poker the poker tournament with the dogs? And this painting, I got a PhD yesterday because I was thinking that I always see this in some basements, like my uncle's basement, and many American families around the world. 27,850 people have this painting in the home and in the Eastern world. 37,897 people have this painting at their home. And this painting, you see these dogs playing poker, and you don't know what this means. This is called the normal family around the world, the normal American family. You have the winner, you have the loser, you have the head of household, which is the dealer. You have the broker, which is in charge of the finances. You have the loser that always loses. You have the winner. You have the one that takes high risk. You have the one that folds because he's in a hurry. He has to go somewhere. You have the one that folds because because he had no money. you have the one that surrenders because he's a little wiener and he looks like boys. you have the one that always breaks even because he's slick and he's too scared to take any risk in life. You're the one that takes high risk, you know. You know the one that doesn't have enough money and you gotta put in the chips for him because you know he has a good hand. The one that bluffs and you know he's lying about everything. And then the one that blows because he's trying to test everybody, he's trying to take over. You have this painting was crazy. You have the one that cheats and looks at everybody's cards and has the other one that the two that are plotting this together, the two brothers, the two sisters. This painting, this painting about these dogs is the craziest thing. You can continue on and on. Right now I have 777 PhDs on this, and there's much more. This is a great painting. And the other one, my favorite painting in the whole wide world, which they gave me the original, was American Gothic. You know American Gothic? You see this painting here, and everybody wonder this husband and wife with the fork, the fork thing for the farm. And American Gothic is one of the most amazing paintings by Grant Wood. American Gothic, the double portrait of a pitchfork, willing farmer and a woman commonly presumed to be his wife. Presumed is perhaps the most recognizable painting in the 20th century American art and an inedible icon of Americana, and certainly Wood's most famous at work. This painting is everybody loves this painting. American Gothic is an Amish family in the Amish country in Ohio, which we all know that's the second most popular. The biggest, that's the biggest one actually. The Amish country in Ohio. And these people, they brothers and sisters, and they took over the farm because their family died early, and these people represent a force and a family of people who worked together on the farm and took over. They're not happy about it, but they have to stay in their roots in America. And it shows the American rural life and the American farm life. That's all I have to say about that. All right, I got 5 minutes. All right, so we go back to Eisenhower. All right, I have Eisenhower. He's never lived in the White House because he murdered my great uncle Albert Dalton, the one that ran against in the primary on May 7th, on the 52, 51. Anyway, he never lived in the White House. He came for his inauguration day in 1920, 1952. In 1922, he flew to Nicaragua, and he lived there for 2 years. The last time he showed up at the White House was May 7th, 1963. At Capitol Hill, which we have proof, and then he moved to the Upper East Side and never returned to the White House or assisted the following inauguration for the following president, which was Reagan, right there. Let's see Nicaragua, where he lived. Nicaragua. Because we need to find witnesses that he was in Nicaragua, Managua, no. Because you know that's a crazy name here. He lived around in the countryside, right? Like always, those people are crazy. Over here, no, over here, over here, this one, no, right over here. Okay, so we gotta find specifically where he lived in Nicaragua. Over here, no, over here, this time, aquí, is that house still there where he lived? At this town, Chacho, Ungava. Tú no me entiendes. Al lado de la reserva natural Laguna Cucolaya. He lived in the town of Isanahuas. So Isnahuas, Nicaragua. And then East Nahuas, Nicaragua, is Nahuas. So Nahuas, Nicaragua. Aquí Nahuas, the Nahua people. Nahua people. The Nicaragua are Nahua people who live in the western Nicaragua and northwestern Costa Rica. They spoke the Nahua language before it went extinct in both countries. And then here we got images. He lived around here? No. He lived in the countryside. So we have to ask those people in that country, the old folks, that they ever saw President Eisenhower. Okay. And I want to talk about one more thing before we get here. All right, the Flatbush Avenue was named Flatbush Avenue in June 1874 by the founder of the Democrat Party, meaning broke people. On September 16, 1804, a Parisian man born in France, very wealthy, named the street Califon, a Mandarin word which means in Espanol, cabrón. In English, it means to stroll. That this is not a permanent place to live, but this place you can live temporarily and move on with your life. That's all it meant, because he wasn't happy with the looks of that neighborhood. In 1804, in 1744, September 7th, 1744, Paris named the first street in Paris by the Louis Vuitton. They lived in the first Ostermont there in Paris, which is by the Louis Vuitton Foundation. Paris was the foundation of naming streets around the world. It's the epitome. It defines the map, which was later created. They started naming districts and streets. And streets and everything, and districts and municipalities and towns and capitals. Paris was the founder of naming our locations and us locating everything through landmarks and streets and finding each other at one point in time. France. And Paris was the first of it.